My name is Maryna Calow, and I'm the Communications Manager for Wines of South Africa. I would like to start by thanking the WOSA team for the opportunity, along with Rex and Cameron and their teams for pulling this all together. Wines of South Africa is the Export Marketing Council, which represents all exporting wine producers from South Africa. We work on a generic model which represents our wines on a brand South Africa basis in key focus markets around the world. Our funding comes from levies that are raised on exports and are calculated on a volume basis. And for that reason, we need to operate on a strategic model which focuses on markets where we see opportunity for future growth, such as America, Asia, and Africa, while ensuring we maintain a visible presence in our more traditional markets, being the UK, the Netherlands, Germany, Sweden, and Canada. We have representation in each of these key markets, and each dedicated market manager decides how to spend their annual marketing budget in order to get the best results. Saying this, we do assist wherever possible to provide as much information and guidance to our producers and for agents and importers in other markets where we are not active. Our website at www.wosa.co.za has a wealth of information pertaining to the South African wine industry, and you are welcome to visit this for any maps, videos, images, and information on our regions, varietals, and wine tourism activities that the region has to offer. But most importantly, I'd like to invite you all to come and visit our beautiful winelands for yourself in order to experience true South African hospitality, great food, and most importantly, our excellent wines. While many consider South African wine to be New World, the truth is that our industry started over 360 years ago. The first vineyards were in fact planted in 1655 by Governor Jan van Riebeeck, who was tasked to set up a refreshment station along the spice route at the Cape of Good Hope for the Dutch East India Company. These first plantings were from grapes from France, Spain, and Germany. It was on the 2nd of February in 1659 that he made his famous diary inscription, which read, "Praise be to God. Wine was made for the first time from Cape grapes." And that is where it all began. In the late 1600s, a group of French Huguenots fleeing religious persecution settled themselves in what is today known as Franschhoek, the French Corner. And with them, they brought even more wine influence, skills, and knowledge. By the mid-1700s, our sweet wines from the Constantia Valley were famous in the courts of Europe, and rumor has it that Napoleon was famously buried with a bottle of his favorite sweet wine from this region. Over the years, the industry grew, but by the early 1900s, the Kaapse Wynbouwersvereniging, otherwise known as the KWV, was started to put some control measures in place in order to ensure certain quality standards were met and the oversupply of wine was curbed. This was the beginning of a much more structured and formalized industry. In the 1980s, there were severe sanctions in place against the then apartheid government. However, with the start of democracy in 1994, the industry opened up internationally and began to grow to where it is today. As the 8th largest wine producer in the world, we export wine to over 110 countries around the world. And looking at the myriad of top awards and ratings received from various international competitions and critics, it is safe to say that the quality of South African wine is second to none. Whether you're drinking a proudly South African Pinotage or Chenin Blanc, or indulging in our masterful Cap Classique, or any other varietal or blend from South Africa, you will no doubt be assured of a top quality product. Our 2019 export figures follow on from a very tough 3-year-long drought where our yield went down, and therefore so did the figures. This slide highlights our bulk and package export figures and our top export markets by both volume and value. In 2019, we exported just under 17.9 million litres of wine to Russia. 5.7 million litres of this was packaged, while the majority of 12.1 million litres went out in bulk format. In terms of the total value of the exports to Russia in 2019, we looked at a total of 332 million rand, which equates to roughly 1.63 billion ruble, making Russia our 10th largest export destination by value, but an impressive 5th largest by volume. This market, therefore, is ripe for growing the value of exports and opportunities to grow the volume of more premium packaged exports. Some interesting statistics are that the 13.5 million litres of the wine that is exported to Russia is white wine, while only 3 million litres are red wine, followed by an impressive 1.2 million litres of Blanc de Noir or Rosé, and a mere 52,000 litres of sparkling wine. We have long realised that the beauty of our Cape winelands is unsurpassed. Every person who visits our wineries inevitably becomes an ambassador, not only for South Africa, but specifically for South African wine, as they get to experience our quality wines in the most spectacular settings. Most of our wineries have a food offering in the form of a restaurant or deli and caters for all tastes, from fine dining to more casual al fresco pizzas or light meals. Children are also welcome, and many farms have dedicated play areas where children can enjoy themselves under the warm African sun while their parents get to delight in the wonders of our wine. Many wineries offer accommodation and other activities such as mountain biking, hikes, and cellar tours. So anyone visiting the region will have a full and rewarding experience. And with a weak rand exchange rate, you certainly won't need a big budget to visit our winelands. South African wines are lauded globally for their outstanding quality and distinctive character. Remarkably, they not only taste good, but also make a significant contribution to the economy and provide almost 300,000 jobs. As a world leader in ethical and environmental sustainability, the social development supported by the wine industry is as impressive as the wine it produces. All South African export wine goes through rigorous certification processes before being shipped to ensure the quality of the product. Wine that is exported in packaged format will have a certification seal on the neck of the bottle. However, 94% of all our bottled wine will carry the sustainability seal. This seal guarantees to the end consumer the following: the vintage, variety, and origin shown on the label are correct. The wine has been produced sustainably and in an earth-friendly manner. It was bottled in South Africa, and the content is 100% South African. This wine can be traced all the way from the vine to the bottle. By simply visiting www.swsa.co.za and entering the number on the label, you will get all of this valuable information. I would like to thank you once again for this opportunity to present about South African wine to all of you, and wish to invite you all to visit our beautiful country in order to taste our amazing wines for yourself.